This is US Africa Television, CLASSmagazine, and Nigeria 360. My name is Chido Nwangwu. I have the privilege of having with us this evening a rare Nigerian of great artistic distinction, a leader, a community activist, an international humanitarian, a writer, a singer, a mother, and an outstanding voice for issues that bring Nigerians together. It's my privilege to welcome to Houston the one, the only, Onyeka. Onyeka, it's nice to have you this afternoon.
Thank you so much.
It's really nice to see you.
It's such a pleasure and honor, everything rolled together. It's been a while. I remember the times you've invited me over here to Houston.
Yes.
And you're just a brother and someone that I look up to, even though I think I'm older than you are. And by the way, you've just kept the flag flying. You have been an inspiration to me. I needed to tell you that.
You're very kind. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We really look up to Onyeka. It's not often that an artist for almost 31 years, consistent in quality, progressive in outlook, and very creative in the totality of the products and things that she puts out. I want to ask you, what is the secret to your endurance?
I'm not sure that I know, but I can only ascribe it to grace. If I don't let people know that my inspiration is really God, I would be most unfair, because that's what it is. In knowing that there is a purpose to my life, there is a reason why I am here, and I believe that for everyone else. It's for you to discover what that purpose is and then run with it. And that's what He's given me the grace to do. And that's why it seems that it's unending as you're finishing.
Almost effortless.
Absolutely. As you're finishing this, something else comes around the corner and you're able to reinvent and reinvent. It's just grace, grace, and more grace.
I want to ask you about your Centenary 100 Years of Nigeria project. I was just playing the music, outstanding music. What did you have to do to put together such a landmark work?
I was just completing the worshipper, the other video that you have, taking some young people to the studio to record. And at the end of it, I got a call from the secretary to the government, Chief Pius, saying, "Oh, look, there's this project. Can you please quickly put together something and let's listen to it?" And I was at my wit's end because I thought I'd played out everything that I thought I had. And I think God reminded me that I wasn't the one writing the songs. And with that in mind, I went back into the studio. And within 30 minutes, the song was out. I recorded it initially by myself. Then I thought, no, this is a song that should involve other artists. Yeah. And some of the artists who are not so well known. We are so blessed with talent in Nigeria that these artists ought to be exposed. And I started calling them together, explaining what the project was about. And each person brought something to the table. They brought some inspiration, they brought some excellence into it. And the combination of all these artists together is what you hear. And the response has been just wonderful. We've been completely overwhelmed by it. And that tells you it's God's project, not Onyeka Onwenu's project.
The other aspect of your life that few persons knew or are beginning to know, more people are beginning to know now, regards your work on the humanitarian issues of AIDS, education, issues on genocide. In fact, you did write an article for us on genocide. You went to Rwanda.
Yes.
Tell us about your interests regarding Africa and public policy.
Africa rising. It's about time. Africa blessed. It's about time we recognized the potential, the reality, the fact that we are unique people. When you see an African who's fulfilled, an African who's working, an African who's contributing, you see the magnificence of God's creation. Because we are dealing with problems that our brothers and sisters in other parts of the world will crumble under. Yeah. And yet with these challenges and problems we thrive, we shine. That's what Africa represents to me. That's who we are. And I'm so proud of who I am and the fact that I was born in this continent, born in a country like Nigeria. And I just want to show the world, we don't need your pity. We're going to do this on our own. We are fully aware of who we are and where we are going. Yes, we've had to work under severe challenges, but Africa is rising and will reach its full potential. So that to me is the inspiration. So any issue that I'm having to deal with, any program that I'm a part of, I use that as a stepping stone. I use that as a forum to show that we are indeed blessed. I am a beautiful woman, an African woman. I'm proud of my color, I'm proud of my figure, I'm proud of my nose, I'm proud of my ears, I'm proud of whom God has made me to be.
The totality.
Absolutely.
The intellect.
Yes.
Which is in fact first class, world class intellect. Onyeka attended Wellesley College in Massachusetts, where Hillary Clinton also
and Madeleine Albright.
And Madeleine Albright.
So many
a lot of powerful,
influential
women like her attended. What of the issue of education of young girls in Africa? Does it attract your interest?
Oh, especially. Because I'm most grateful to my parents who didn't, my mother had only one male child and 4 women, and we are all well educated. She didn't think, and my father died quite early.
Yes,
my father, an educationist. The legacy that my mother wanted to maintain was that all his children were well educated, all round. And she didn't discriminate. She didn't say, let me concentrate on this son, that was I'm the last in the family. And so that is something that is to be played forward. And that is something that we encourage amongst my cousins and friends and what have you. I see a young girl who's not getting educated, I protest. I do something about it. And if I have to pay the school fees partly, I do so. Just so that that young woman can get a decent education. And I use myself as an example. What if my mother hadn't given me the education that she encouraged me to get?
I'll need a thumbnail quick responses from you.
Yes.
There are major figures in Nigeria, in Africa, that you've encountered or spoken to or read about or even worked with. Nelson Mandela.
The legend of all times, for Africa, for the best of us.
Chinua Achebe, whom you knew.
Oh, literally giant, a literal giant, and one that would endure for generations to come. A magnificent human being who was such, I can't have a hard time keeping this short, such great company.
Yeah, he is. In fact, I moderated the 2013 Achebe colloquium,
I know you did.
Which was a privilege. Somebody like Odumegwu Ojukwu,
my head of state. Biafra came at the time that Biafra came. And the spirit of Biafra is a very simple one. That all human beings should be treated with equality. That you try to suppress a people, you can't. And so the spirit lives on in us. No apologies necessary. Biafra was declared for the fact that we were oppressed and we were being killed. There was genocide. That needs at some point to be acknowledged. So no apologies, please.
Hillary Clinton, there are intimations she might run for president in 2000.
And I hope that she wins. She will be the best thing that could happen to America at this time. A Wellesley woman, you can't go wrong.
The final issue I want to ask you about is the next 10 years of your music creative work. What are we expecting?
I don't know. I'll just go the way the Lord leads me. But it's not over. There's so much that's bubbling in me. And I have a film coming out, Half of a Yellow Sun, where I played Chiwetel's mother.
Yes.
And a very interesting role. So there's also that part of me coming out. Wherever the Lord leads me, I go.
What is your guiding philosophy?
Just to keep contributing to the evolving situation in my country.
Who do you listen to other than Onyeka musically? Tell me 5 individuals.
Oh, now you're placing me in a very difficult position, because if I don't mention some people, then I'm in trouble. Don't forget the position I hold in Nigeria as kind of a mother hen. So all the female artists in Nigeria, let me keep it at that. The Omawumi is the Tiwa Savage, the Wajes, and of course the people like the Banch, I think is hugely talented, Banky W, Two-Face Idibia, they're all there. And I go back to the older generation. Sonia Day is still there.
And Nice. I love Nice.
Oh, yes, and he is there. Yeah. He's a philosopher, that one.
Yes, he's deep.
Yes,
he is deep.
Yeah.
Finally, you have been associated with US Africa for a while. We're 20 years old. What are your thoughts about US Africa?
That I'm bowled over by the fact that you just go from strength to strength and glory to glory. And I'm very proud of you, very proud to know you, proud to be associated with you, and looking forward to the future with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That has been an interview with the one and only Onyeka, singer, writer, poet, community activist, humanitarian, missionary, and a daughter of Christ. Thank you very much. This is Chido Nwangwu, US Africa Television and CLASSmagazine.
Onye bụ nwanne m mayo mama mayo onye bụ nwanne m mayo mama mayo Jesus bụ nwanne m mayo mama mayo mmadụ n'iru mayo mama mayo mmadụ n'azụ mayo yo yo mayo yo yo mayo mayo yo mayo mama mayo. The God of perfection, and He's holy, but oh how He loves me. This my God, I wanna praise His name. He is wonderful, He is beautiful, He's so lovely, He loves me so tenderly. This my God, forever the same. Onye bụ nwanne m mayo mama mayo onye bụ nwanne m mayo mama mayo Jesus bụ nwanne m mayo mama mayo mmadụ n'iru mayo mama mayo mmadụ n'azụ mayo yo yo mayo yo yo mayo mayo yo mayo mama mayo.
Multimedia and public policy leader on African and American bicontinental issues. Dr. Chido has created many media platforms, including PhotoWorks TV, the Black Business Journal, AchebeBooks.com, and US Africa, a newspaper that was established in 1994 and has been voted the #1 community newspaper in Houston. He was the only African publisher and reporter who traveled with and covered President Clinton's historic visit to parts of Africa in 1998 and to Nigeria in 2000. Dr. Chido is the first continental African to be admitted to the 100 Black Men of America. He appears regularly on CNN. I think you were there last week talking about Obama. I saw that. The Voice of America, World Net, and BET, the Black Entertainment Television, to share insight on many topics. Dr. Chido travels extensively to colleges and serves in several boards, contributing his expertise to the sustainability of many organizations. Now, before I present this award, we have a video from Dr. Chido telling some of that story so you can see what we're talking about.
A busy African market situated in the heart of Houston, Texas. This is where Africans now living in the US find foods and goods from home. There are stores like this scattered throughout this Nigerian neighborhood, but this one has a hot commodity that others don't have. It's called CLASSmagazine, a glossy pictorial that covers Nigerian events around the US.
Every weekend I'll try to get one.
People that bought the magazine, that buys the magazine, they take it to Africa. So friends, family members, people go through it, they see people that they know, people they haven't seen for a long time.
Class is the brainchild of Nigerian Chido Nwangwu, and as popular as the magazine is, it's just a fraction of the multimedia company called USAfrica that Nwangwu founded after he came to the US in 1990.
I noticed at the time we did not have any media networks devoted exclusively to serving the interests of Africans and Americans. From a public policy advocacy standpoint, as the United States saw more immigrants of African descent coming in, there was a need to have a better understanding of their circumstances, their environment, their cultural mores, their values, and what their thoughts are on a number of issues. The third one concerns the young man you see behind me. So that if you decide to become an influential publisher, then you take over. Eh? Okay, I'm glad you said okay.
What comes to my interest is the oil spill in the Gulf.
The machine that is USAfrica has many working parts. It includes the first African-owned, US-based online newspaper, which gets 360,000 hits a day, CLASSmagazine with a circulation of 35,000, and coming in October, and announced for the first time on CNN, a television network.
We'll show the new face of Africa. We'll show that there are technological advancements in Africa, that there are offices and businesses that run at even faster speed than what I do in Houston.
Nwangwu also publishes books, runs blogs, breaks African news, and does it all with a staff of about 30 people, 5 of whom actually work in his offices in Houston.
Something that will cost another company $20,000 will do with $4,000 or less. I do the seemingly impossible things. Not that I have the money, you can tell we don't have the money, but we have the will of determined lions. We have the discipline of Spartans.
My mother is African American, and my dad is an African immigrant. So I kind of have a unique view at exactly what this company is trying to accomplish.
We're trying to live under the same set of laws, and all of the things that have happened to our countries come with us as we come together.
Nwangwu taps former colleagues from his experience working in media in Nigeria for his sources and has contributors around the US, UK and Africa. He's a popular man, as he shows us with responses to a tweet he posted about our visit.
Lots of them by email, more than at least 50-something emails already, before the break of dawn.
He's very passionate. He's driven, and he's able to do so much. No matter what the resources available, he gets people involved.
It reminds me that the expectations of the standards and my position as a role model for them or for me, it encourages the challenge of doing better and more significant things.
On YouTube because Dr. Chido is really telling some amazing stories about our community. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to honor Dr. Chido Nwangwu, the 2013 Image Award recipient for journalism and multimedia leadership.
Let's go. Yeah. What's your car dog? Left, 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 left. Ha. What's your dog fool? Left, right, ha. Look at cat. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back.
Thank you very much. It's something of my great joy to celebrate with the NRC, founded by my friend Chido. 17 years ago, I was there when he started, and we've always tried to support them. The second thing that I wanted to say is that I wish that we should give a round of applause to the young Africans in this hall for what they're doing in defining the region of Africa and Africans. Nelson Mandela said, if you speak to a man in a language that he understands, it goes to his head. If you speak to the person in his or her language, it goes to the person's heart. That is the rationale for USAfrica. We are dedicated to celebrating the best of Africans globally. We impact more numbers in terms of web metrics, in terms of print, in terms of actual logistics of moving events for Africans and Americans, in terms of public policy, the dates. The final thing I want to say, which Ms. Odegrami hinted properly, if we do not tell our own stories, the law of osmosis will mean that those who tell it will compel the definition of who we are. That is why, when I listen to CNN or any of the channels that I appear, if they publish or say anything that I believe derogates from the African essence or derogates from our trajectory as professionals, I will call the producer or I will call some of the senior persons who run the CNN in order to make sure that we are properly defined. And it's important that we commend Africans, support Africans, Americans who share this vision of respecting the Nigerian people. We are good people. We are not criminals. Nigerians are the most educated of all the recent immigrant groups in this country. Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. And it is such a rare privilege to be on the same table with the outstanding sister, outstanding woman of God, a woman who is a champion of human rights, a woman who is an artist extraordinaire, a woman who is a humanitarian, a voice against genocide, a voice for artistic criticism in Africa, and one who comes to America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Trap records, records. Till you're fresh to the loudest. Till you're fresh to the loudest. Yeah. Stay fresh. Get money. Stay fresh. Get money. Stay fresh. Get money. Stay fresh. Get money. Y'all can stay fresh. Get money. Stay fresh. Get money. Stay fresh. Get money. Stay fresh. Get money. Young is the brand new swerve. Blackberry Porsche, I'm ahead of the curve. Help pass the torch, I took it, now that's a bold statement. Underground so long that I made my own basement. Show me what's the throne and I'll show you a replacement. Right below my
Another ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mariah.
Granted, you never stop learning. You just keep giving because you have been given the grace to do so. And that's really what I do with my life. And here we are. You've called me here to celebrate me and to appreciate me. May God celebrate and appreciate you and reward you. I am privileged to be in the company that I am in. All those people who are being recognized on this platform. Chido, I can't say enough about you. I can't say enough about you, and I thank you for who you are, for your steadfastness, and for your commitment to the ideals that you live by. You have inspired me. LD, it was an honor traveling with you. Thank you for your kindness and really taking care of me all through the journey. God bless you. A talented young man who has still so much to give. Very, very proud of you. I don't want to go on mentioning names, but NRC, Sheldon, all of you, you've shown me such kindness, and I've thoroughly enjoyed myself, and it's been a pleasure being in your company. I'd like to thank you, Funke, the man of God, Oni, all of you. I can't begin to name you one by one. Thank you for inviting me. And then those who have come here this evening. It doesn't matter to me if there's one person in the hall. Go ahead and give your best, because that one person will be talking to other people. When you go home, tell them and rekindle the interest and commitment to what NRC is doing. You have only just started. You are going to go far. The Lord will enable you to keep going, to keep doing, because what you're doing, you may not see the results now, but it is coming. It's already happening. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Amen. In Jesus' name. Amen. We had one thing about being prolific in writing songs is you don't know which one to do and which one to leave out. This is my dilemma. But I'd like to start with Iyo Gogo. And the young lady has performed Ekwe so admirably that I'm going to have to leave it out of my repertoire, because I'm almost afraid I won't be able to catch up with what she's done. But Iyo Gogo, let's go with Iyo Gogo. We're going to do a few songs. Yeah, feel free to dance.
You know I
Make up your mind.
One love.
One love. All right, let's go to one love. And we'll end it with that, but you're going to have to sing with me. All right, you will?
Yeah.
Aha. One love is keeping us together here.
Don't be sad, understand. Everybody has a day when the sun's getting red. Take off in a new tomorrow. I let you my love today, that's the right day. Not need worry, let one love sing. Can you sing it?
One love, keep us together.
Living in a world, struggle to stay alive.
One love, keep us together.
Living in a world, struggle to stay alive.
Coming down.
Somebody tell me, oh, why fight it? What love can set us free if we just let it be? Take heart in a private new day. The love is only just a touch away. Never need worry if we use not let it be.
One love, keep us together.
Living in a world, it's a struggle to stay alive.
One love, keep us together.
Living in a world, it's a struggle to stay alive. Come on, brother.
on it. Can you feel it? Oh yeah. A wonder. A wonder. A wonder. Keep us together. In Nigeria, in America. Keep us together. Oh, it will keep us together. Everyone knows one love. One love. Keep us together. Don't worry. Don't you worry. One love. Keep us together. You know you will keep us together. Now and tomorrow forever. One love. Keep us together. I'll give you the last word. One love now. One love. Keep us my sister, one love, you look so beautiful. And you sing it now. One love, keep us together. It surely will. It surely will. Oh, yeah. Keep us together. Yeah. Hallelujah. Keep us together. Oh, mama. Keep on together. Alright, Mr. DJ, do one love.
Performing live. So again, we thank you all for coming.